What do you mean by interconversion of energy? Interconversion of energy means the process of changing the energy from one form to another form. Means till now, whatsoever energies we have studied, that energies can be transferred from one form of energy to another form of energy. I will tell you by example. For example, here we are having this solar panel. Nowadays, solar panels we are using in order to make it for the use of electricity. How we are using it? Actually, in this solar panel, firstly, solar panel is taking the energy from sun, and the energy generated or emitted by the sun is nothing but a solar energy. So this solar energy, when get trapped into this solar panel, it converts solar energy into electrical energy. So by using the solar panel, we can easily get the electrical energy from the solar energy. It is nothing but a interconversion of energy. Fine. Next example related to interconversion of energy is this stretching bow and arrow. Whenever we are having this kind of bow and arrow, and whenever we are stretching the string of this bow, stretching string means we are just making the potential energy. Means whenever we are stretching, its shape and size of the string is going to change. Whenever shape and size of the string is going to change, means it is having the potential energy. And when you release the string, releasing the string means whatsoever arrow is inside it, that potential energy then further changes to kinetic energy, and arrow start moving in the forward direction. So here in this case of stretched bow and arrow, potential energy changes to kinetic energy. Next example related to this interconversion of energy, we are having this burning of coal. As we know, in a coal, chemical energy is stored. So this chemical energy, whenever we are using this chemical energy, it is providing us heat. Whenever coal is heated, we are getting the heat energy. But firstly, coal is having a chemical energy stored into it. Afterward, chemical energy gets converted into a heat energy. Next example related to this interconversion of energy, we are having the formation of sound. So actually, how sounds are forming in any speaker or any sound instrument. What we are doing here, actually, first of all, we are giving the electricity to the instrument. Electricity means whatsoever electrons are there inside this wire, that electrons start moving. Electrons means here we are giving the electrical energy, and whenever electrical energy is moving toward this instrument, in this instrument, with the help of electricity and with the help of magnetization, both things work together, and by working together, it forms the vibrations in the instrument. By the vibration in the instrument, it gives us sound energy. Means firstly, from electrical energy, what we are getting at the end, we are getting the sound energy. Next example related to this same interconversion of energy, we are having electrical energy to light energy. Means whenever we are having a bulb and we want to glow that bulb, how we are going to glow the bulb? By using the electricity. So in a electricity, which energy is there? Obviously here electrical energy is there. Due to electrical energy, when electrons flow in this wire, it makes the bulb to glow, and this glowing of the bulbs is giving us light energy. So in this form, in this example, we are converting electrical energy into light energy. Next example related to this is electrical energy to heat energy. Whenever we want to glow this heater, what we are doing? We are same using the electrical energy or electricity we are passing to this heater. By passing the electricity, here we are having electrical energy. So this heater is giving us heat or sensation of warmth. Sensation of warmth is nothing but a heat energy. So in this case also, in an electric heater, we are just converting electrical energy into heat energy. Next example related to this is electrical energy to mechanical energy. In order to move the fan, or in order to on the fan or cooler or AC whatsoever we are having, in that case also we are converting electrical energy to mechanical energy. Mechanical energy means the movement. So next topic we are going to start, that is law of conservation of energy, and this topic is very important from exam point of view also. So what do you mean by law of conservation of energy? It states that energy can neither be created, means we cannot create energy, plus nor be destroyed, plus we cannot destroy energy, but yes, energy can be transferred from one form of energy to another form of energy, and this phenomenon or this process is known as law of conservation of energy. Fine. Next we are having examples related to this conservation of energy. So first example we are having of conservation in a simple pendulum. So in a case of simple pendulum, when this pendulum is moving from point A to point B, so whenever pendulum is moving, first of all I will give the rough idea how this is going to show the conservation of energy. First of all, we are having this pendulum. In this pendulum, this line or this is known as string. This is a string of pendulum and this is known as bob of pendulum. Fine. Whenever this bob is moving, this bob is firstly going to its extreme position, and while also coming to mean position, then again it is going to extreme position. Fine. Whenever bob is moving from its mean to extreme position, at extreme position you can say it is at some height. Due to some height here, potential energy is there, and this potential energy is maximum at this point. Let us this point be A, this be B, and this is a C point. At the A point, as the bob is at some height, due to height it is having a potential energy. But here at the point A, bob is going to stop for few seconds. Due to this not moving or due to no motion means kinetic energy is here 0. And whenever bob again moving to its mean position, while moving means it is moving, showing some motion. So here kinetic energy is maximum. But here you can see bob is not at some height. Due to no height means here potential energy is 0. Again, when bob is moving toward point C, C means also extreme position. A and C are extreme position and B is the mean position. At the C position, you can see bob is at some height. Due to some height, it is having the potential energy. So here potential energy is maximum. But again here, as in a case of A, at the case of C also, bob is going to stop for some time, for some seconds. So here kinetic energy will be 0. Means simply you can say this potential energy is here maximum, but that case potential energy is going to 0 and potential energy changes to kinetic energy at point B. Then from point B to point C, here kinetic energy is there, but at point C kinetic energy fully fledged changes to potential energy. Means all the energies are going to transferred from one form or one point to another point. Now see with this diagram. So here in this case, at this point, at the maximum extreme point, here kinetic energy is 0 and potential energy is mgh or maximum. Then again at this mean position or this extreme position. At this extreme position also kinetic energy is 0 and potential energy is maximum. But if you talk about this mean position, at the central position, here kinetic energy is maximum. So here we are having kinetic energy, but here potential energy is 0. Fine. So this full-fledged potential energy now here changes into kinetic energy. But why I am using formula mgh only? Because potential energy whatsoever is there on point A, now this potential energy fully fledged changes to kinetic energy. So this formula now goes to kinetic energy. Afterwards it moves toward the again potential energy at point C. Clear? So as a pendulum swings, whenever pendulum is swinging, its potential energy changes to kinetic energy. So its potential energy here changes to kinetic energy, then back kinetic energy changes to potential energy. Means this process is going to continue. Actually, only energy transfer is there. No new kind of energy is formed, no new kind of energy is destroyed. Only transfer of energy is there. So means here law of conservation of energy is applied. Next, we are having the similar manner of motion of roller coaster. In a case of roller coaster also, for example, this car is at point A, then it will go towards point B, this is point B, and again it will go towards point C. Whenever this car is on point A, means point A is having some height, it is attaining some height from ground. So whenever it is on some height from the point B, whenever you are considering from point B, A is at some height. At some height means here potential energy is maximum. But at this point it is going to stop for a while. So here kinetic energy will be 0. Whenever this car is moving from A to B point, at B point you can see no distance is there or no height is there. So here potential energy is 0. But here as the car is moving, kinetic energy is maximum. Fine. Now come towards point C. Due to height, here at C potential energy is maximum and same kinetic energy is also 0. So here in this case also potential changes to kinetic and kinetic changes to potential. Now see with the definition. On a roller coaster, the energy changes from potential to kinetic energy. So roller coaster also potential energy changes to kinetic energy. Again kinetic energy changes to potential energy, means many a time it is doing the same thing only. Fine. Next, we are having production of hydroelectricity. So how the electricity is formed with the help of water. The process by which electricity is formed with the help of water, hydro means water, that process is known as hydroelectricity. So now how electricity is forming, firstly see the process carefully. Actually in a production of hydroelectricity, first of all rainwater or any water are going to withstand or collected in a dams, okay, and this gate is there on the dam. Whenever full water is collected in a dam na, then they will open the gate of the dam, and when they are opening the gate of dam, with the full pressure this water is moving from the gate, and with the full pressure it is moving downside, and while moving with the motion, while moving with the full pressure, it is going to rotate the turbine, which is further connected with the generators. Okay, when this turbine is rotating means generators are rotating. When generator is rotating, that generators are connected to the electric poles, and from the electric poles all the electricity is going to our house. So this is a process how electric or hydroelectricity is forming. Now we have to see in this case how transfer of energy is there. Actually, whenever this water is stored at some height into the dam, here potential energy is maximum. Into the dam, when water is stored at some height, potential energy is maximum, but here kinetic energy is zero because here water is not moving at all. But when the gate of the dam is going to open, now means water is going to move. By the movement here, in this case till here, you at point B, this is point A, this is point B. When it reaches to point B, here you can say kinetic energy is maximum. Why kinetic energy is maximum? Because water is moving with its full speed. But here potential energy is zero because it is not stored at some height. And whenever these turbine are rotating means here again kinetic energy is there, and this kinetic energy further changes to this generator. So this generator is giving the electrical energy. So means here potential changes to kinetic changes to electrical, then electrical energy is going into our house. So here also like movement or transfer of energy is there in the production of hydroelectricity. So see with the definition. So now we are going to study production of electricity in thermal power plant. So how the production of electricity is there in a thermal power plant? First of all, I will give the rough idea how electricity is generated. Actually in this thermal power plant, first of all they are using the coal. Whenever they are burning the coal, and upward we are having the water stored. Okay, by taking the heat from the burning coal, this water start converting into the steam, means this steam is moving with the full kinetic energy, means with the full motion this steam is moving upside. Afterwards this is connected with the turbines. Here turbines are there, and by taking the motion or by taking the steam, the turbines start rotating. When the turbines start rotating by gaining the velocity of this steam, the turbines are further connected to the generators, and whenever with the movement of turbines generators are moving, that generators are further connected with the poles of electricity, and by that poles of electricity they are making the electricity. Fine, this is a rough idea how the production of electricity is there. So what is there? Actually in this case the burning of coal means here chemical energy is there. So here chemical energy converts into the steam energy. So here steam is moving means here kinetic energy is there. So whenever kinetic energy is there means turbines are rotating means here kinetic energy is there, and that kinetic energy further changes to electrical energy. So this is a way how the conservation of energy is there, or how the movement transfer of energy is there from one form to another form in the production of hydroelectricity or thermal power plant. So here we are having the full-fledged case. In a thermal power plant, major power consumption happens when heat energy from the burning of fossil fuels. Whenever water is taking the energy, heat energy from the fossil fuel like coal, that heat energy changes to electrical energy. How it is changing to electrical energy? With the help of turbine and generator. So full-fledged it is given here. Heat energy as an input, then heat energy from the coal. Okay, then kinetic energy is there. Whose kinetic energy? Steam kinetic energy. Then mechanical energy is there, means whenever turbine is rotating, that turbine is showing the mechanical energy, then that mechanical energy changes to electrical energy. This is a way how the transfer of energy is there in the production of electricity in thermal power plant.